This painting is called Old Fat Boy Sign, and it's a painting of the former sign that was at Fat Boy Drive-In. Fat Boy is a Brunswick staple, and everyone rejoices when it opens in the spring, and everyone's sad when it closes in the fall. But they had a sign that was vintage, and it fell down in a bad storm, and the sign that they put up in its place was much more plain. I think it had to do with zoning, but I'm not positive. But anyway, I loved the old sign so much that I wanted to commemorate it with a painting, so I did.
Excellent. It's one of my favorites.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's see, what else? Oh, so Jerry's fence, you said. This is a fence that's outside of my brother-in-law Jerry's apartment in Meriden, New Hampshire. I've always been drawn to picket fences. I've always thought they were interesting, and I like the shape of this one. I like the fact that it was a gate, a gated picket fence. You don't always see them. Usually they're just plain and stationary. So that one caught my eye. So I took a photograph of it and decided to commemorate it with painting. So if he ever moves from that place, we'll at least have a record of something from it. Let's see, this is a brand new piece. This one is called View from the Pedestrian Swinging Bridge. I've always had a fondness for the swinging bridge in Brunswick that goes over the river. And
the colors are remarkable, I must say. That's really...
Thank you very much. Yeah, we were there a couple of weeks ago. We like to walk into town on nice days, and we were just hanging out on the bridge, and we actually had 2 eagles fly overhead while we were hanging out there. But I squatted down and took a picture and came home and worked on a painting of it. So that's, let's see, what else? This one is called Buddha to the Max. That was a Buddha that was at TJ Maxx.
Oh, how funny.
I thought he was cool, so I snapped a photo of it with my phone and came home and made him funky with my paint. Let's see, what else? This is the chandelier in the lobby of the Empire State Building. I'm from New York originally, and when you're from New York, you never go to places like the Empire State Building or the Statue of Liberty. So we went on a visit with friends, and I saw the chandelier in the lobby, and again, I thought it was really interesting. It was a very cool Art Deco sort of, it almost looked like a spacecraft. So again, snapped a photo with my trusty iPhone and decided to make a painting. Let's see what else. Polar Bear at Bowdoin College.
Is that a newer work?
Yeah, that's new. That was just this year.
Look at
lived near the college, and I love Polar Bear as my power.
Is that the one in front of Studinsky?
Yeah, it's in front of, yes, it's a big statue.
Yes.
And there's a driveway around it.
Okay,
so
it's in front of Student Union.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. I know you walk up to it, but I've always found it beautiful, and I love polar bears, so I thought he was very regal, very majestic with that strong jaw. So.
Well, you certainly captured him.
Thank you very much.
What's the story behind the bunny?
Oh, the bunny! It's a magical birthday. I do a birthday cake painting every year, at least one a year, around my birthday. And that was this year's.
What happened to him?
Birthday. He's
the
pushing
magician.
The cake out of the
the magician's hat.
Okay. This year might be a little magical, so I wanted to do a magician's hat and a rabbit and the cake coming out of that.
His face is so expressive. He looks like he's being hypnotized. But,
his little swirly eyeballs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wonderful.
So that was a lot of fun to work on. The pistachios, that's also a new painting. That was one I had started a few years ago, and I got frustrated with it and just abandoned it. And usually when I abandon a painting, I don't go back to it. But this one I did. I actually thought I would use the canvas for something else. So I had primed over it, and I took sandpaper to it, and it wasn't working as another painting, so I got frustrated again and sanded over it again. And then I thought, there's some really interesting shapes coming through. So I revisited it, and once I started, it just really started clicking. And I actually finished it in a hurry after it was sitting for years. So sometimes the time has to be right, I guess.
Wow, nicely done.
Thank you.
It's worth the wait.
Let's see what else. Yeah, I think so. The lucky cat from the Reed Field Emporium. I've always loved little symbols of luck, and I love cats, and I thought he was cool, so.
Is Chubby your cat?
Yes,
Okay.
Chubby's my girl. She's gone. She's no longer with us, but she was awesome. She was a great cat. She moved up from Long Island with me. So I had Chubby and Skinny. And they were sisters, and I had gotten them from the North Shore Animal League. And Chubby was funny because she was a lot like me, and we went through a lot of changes together. She started out as being very shy and only coming to me, to being very social and being very mouthy and being very like the greeter of the house. So it was fun to watch her grow and change, and to realize that I was growing and changing right along with her. So,
Great. It's a wonderful story. Thank you.
Yeah.
So how about the Buddha?
The Ganesh. This is
The Ganesh, sorry.
Yes, this is the. I love Ganesh, and I find religions of the world fascinating. Obviously, I've got my Mary here, and I've got my Buddha there. This was a bank at Mexicali Blues. It was made of hard leather, and I tweaked it a little bit and made him a little more primal, if you will, graphic.
Because I seem to be boring right into me at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's the remover of obstacles, right? So it's like, get out of my way.
Okay.
Obstacles.
Right.
There's a lot of symbolism going on that I don't even really understand, but there's a lot of, probably shouldn't cut this because I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Ganesh he's awesome. He gets things done.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Maria.
You're welcome.
Okay.